The Insurance Brokers Association of India recently marked its Silver Jubilee with a two-day national celebration in New Delhi. This landmark gathering, organized under the theme Bimit Bharat, Surakshit Bharat, brought together some of the most influential voices from India's insurance ecosystem. Policymakers, regulators, insurers, reinsurers, brokers and industry leaders. This two-day conclave was inaugurated by the customary lighting of the lamp by the representatives from IBAI, insurance companies and the insurance regulator IRDAI. The celebrations were kicked off by Mr. Nirmal Bajaj, the secretary of IBAI, taking the gathering through the journey of 25 years of IBAI.
Around 25 years ago, when India's insurance sector was opening up its door for private participation, a new challenge emerged. Customers had suddenly had many choices, but they also needed one independent professional advisor who would represent their one channel, that's in policyholders. This gave the birth of the insurance broking, and this need gave birth to the insurance broking professional institution. On 25th July 2001, 7 visionary leaders led by our founder president Sri Bharat Bhai Boda came together and signed a memorandum of article of association.
This was followed by a welcome address by Mr. Narendra Bharanwal, the president of the IBAI, in which he expressed his gratitude towards the IBAI members for completing this landmark journey.
Today, it's not merely the celebration of 25 years of an association. It is the celebration of 25 years of trust, professionalism, partnership, and unwavering commitment towards strengthening India's insurance ecosystem. 25 years ago, a group of visionary leaders laid the foundation of IBAI with the objective of creating a unified voice for insurance brokers while also keeping the interests of policyholders and the orderly growth of insurance sector at the heart of our mission. As we celebrate this remarkable milestone, we bow our heads in gratitude to every founder, every past president, every honorary secretary, governing board member, and every member who contributed to this extraordinary journey. As president of IBI, I assure the authority and every stakeholder present here that our association will continue to remain a constructive partners in India's insurance journey. Let history record that this Silver Jubilee was not merely a celebration of our past, but the beginning of a new era of partnership between the regulator, insurer, intermediaries, and every stakeholder committed to building a stronger insurance ecosystem for India. Together, let us realize the vision of Bimit Bharat, Surakshit Bharat, contribute meaningfully towards insurance for all by 2047, and by playing our part in building Viksit Bharat.
The welcome address was followed by keynote addresses by Mr. K. Rajaraman, Chairman IFSCA, and Mr. Ajay Seth, Chairman IRDAI. Both speakers highlighted how IBAI has been a guiding light of policyholders since its inception.
25 years on, IBAI stands as the sole IRDA-recognized body, representative body of licensed insurance brokers in the country. It reflects the trust that the brokers have earned transaction by transaction, claim by claim, as honest intermediaries, standing on the side of the policyholder. On behalf of the International Financial Services Centers Authority, let me extend my warmest congratulations to the entire IBA fraternity on this milestone. Let me also say that the insurance intermediation, insurance broking in particular, sit at the very heart of the India growth story. As a regulatory framework for insurers and reinsurers is only useful as the distribution architecture connects it to the real risk. So it is the brokers who understand the client's exposure, who structure the placement, who negotiate terms, and who ultimately give the framework its meaning for the market. This is true for Mumbai, Delhi, as in GIFT City as well, and that's why IFSCA has built broking pathways which include composite brokers, corporate agents operating out of IFSC, and they are all complementary and not competing with the domestic broking ecosystem. And we are very happy that IBAI has been very ably supporting this exercise. On behalf of IFSCA, I wish IBAI a very happy Silver Jubilee, and I look forward to our institutions collaborating even more closely in the coming years ahead.
I would like to congratulate and commend the association in particular, and also all the members of the association, that in 25 years what you have achieved. 25 years is a milestone. At the same time, it is also a time to take stock of and introspect that what we are doing, why we are doing, where we want to go. And if I can borrow perhaps a song, ये कहाँ आ गए हम यूं ही साथ साथ चलते. It is not a position of not knowing. We have traveled together. We have we meaning public, insurers, intermediaries, brokers, regulator. We have traveled well. We have traveled in the right direction. So take it in that song, in that spirit. At the same time, मंजिलें और भी हैं, मंजिलें दूर भी हैं, सबको साथ में लेके चलना है. So that is the kind of spirit which we should have at this stage when we are at IBAI at 25. There is no reason why insurance sector should not be growing to begin with 1.5x of the growth rate in the economy. Somewhere we have to reach even double the growth rate of the economy. That is the kind of a potential is there, but we have to get our act together.
The Silver Jubilee celebration also witnessed release of 3 important booklets. First, a special commemorative edition of the IBAI journal, iBroker, was launched. Then, a compliance SOP handbook designed to guide members through evolving regulatory framework was released. And the third was the release of the claims handbook that has been enhanced as a core technical reference for brokers and insurers. Following this, Mrs. Shailaja Lal, partner Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas and Company, in a special session shared her views on how a strong regulatory framework is crucial to achieve the goal of insurance for all by 2047.
We are very fortunate, without question, to have some extremely active regulators and whose intent has been consistently quite progressive, with a vision of insurance for all by 2047, which by all measure is rather ambitious and quite powerful. Insurers today are managing climate risk, geopolitical uncertainty, and fast-moving technology all at once. A stable, predictable regulatory environment lets them invest with confidence, plan in decades rather than quarters, and do so without worrying about sudden changes to capital requirements or supervisory expectations. Globally, the most mature regulatory markets focus on outcomes instead of detailed prescriptive regulations. So, are customers treated fairly? Is the insurer solvent and well governed? Are risks being managed prudently? The world's biggest, most trusted financial centers, be it London, Singapore, Hong Kong, Zurich, all have high, consistent standards where businesses can operate with confidence and where policyholders and investors know the rules are clear, enforcement is fair, and the referee doesn't take sides. To its credit, India's trajectory under the authority has been firmly on the right side of that choice, and the recent reforms reflect a real shift in our regulatory philosophy. So a move towards principle-based regulation is certainly, it has certainly been done. It's not that it's not being done. And there is closer alignment with international standards used in other global financial centers. And there's also a clear signal that India is open to international business on a level playing field. This isn't a call to resist change, but it's a call to make that change together with a clear purpose. Change that comes in phases, is well coordinated, and is built on real consultation with the regulator. That's how we will turn a well-regulated market into a thriving one.
During the event, there were a few special addresses by general insurance industry leaders on several aspects of the evolving insurance landscape. Mr. Tapan Singhal, Chairman, General Insurance Council and MD and CEO, Bajaj General Insurance, elaborated on whether India can lead by example in the rapidly expanding insurance industry at a time when the world order is changing.
The emerging world order now is shifting to the emerging markets. It is from the developed markets, is shifting to emerging markets, where the markets are different. And India is different, China is different, and Indonesia is different, Africa is emerging now. Can we be the center of excellence? Can we be thinking on those terms of putting it together? With the world order changing, with the position of India the way it is the industry now ready to take on the onus of being a leader in the space in a global positioning and coming out with solutioning which is very different from the way the world has been used to seeing the way insurance gets handled, no? And in terms of terms, conditions, putting it together. We still are looking at the Western world in terms of how do we run our insurance business in a position like that. To me, in 25 years, the world has changed, our country has changed. Indians as such, in terms of way their position as thought leaders has changed. Most of the global companies are run by Indians now. Has our industry come to their speed? And are we thinking in those lines of the power, the dignity of the emerging world order, and how do we put together is one thought, because today I have the broking association leaders, I have the industry leaders sitting here. It's a thought I wanted to leave all of us with.
Mr. Hitesh Ramesh Chandra Joshi, Chairman and Managing Director, General Insurance Corporation of India, dwelt on how multidimensional concerted effort is required to achieve the ambitious goal of insurance for all by 2047.
There is a journey to be made towards the national goal of insurance for all by 2047, and this burden is essentially on the shoulders of the distribution channel, and particularly the broking fraternity. Togetherness again emphasizes that we are all in it together, we all need to work together, and it requires a joint and concerted effort for the larger goals that we all aim to achieve. Insurance for all by 2047 is an ambitious goal with various dimensions. There are dimensions of product design, of affordability, of sourcing capital, of claim servicing, and quite possibly, the most importantly, the sales and distribution. The most important challenge quite possibly comes in the form of challenges to the very business model, particularly disintermediation trends across industries and also in the retail insurance. To echo the sentiment, to accentuate the message and underscore the journey that is before us for the next 25 years for insurance for all till 2047, I would like to say, सितारों के आगे भी उम्मीद की रवानी बाकी है, हर सीमा के पार भी मन की कहानी बाकी है, जो देखा है अब तक वो तो इब्तिदा सी लगती है, सितारों से आगे भी एक बेनिशा दुनिया सी लगती है, सितारों के पार भी ख्वाबों का जहां बाकी है, फलक के बाद भी उम्मीद का इम्तिहान बाकी है.
Then Mrs. Girija Subramanian, Chairman and Managing Director, the New India Assurance Company Limited, discussed what the broking profession must contribute in the next 25 years to come.
25 years is a very important milestone. Whilst we celebrate this eventful milestone, we also need to reflect on what should be the broking profession be contributing during the next 25 years. So India's economy is expanding, businesses are becoming more sophisticated, and risks are becoming increasingly complex and interconnected. In such an environment, the need for professional and responsible insurance advisories has never been greater. India's journey towards insurance for all by 2047 will require insurers, brokers, reinsurers, the regulator, and the government to work together. Brokers occupy a particularly important position because they connect the needs of the customer with the capabilities of the insurance market. Let the next chapter of IBAI be remembered as a period when brokers moved beyond placement and became trusted advisors to clients, responsible partners to insurers, dependable facilitators during claims, and committed contributors to a more resilient India.
Furthermore, in a crucial session on the theme Global Insurance Markets and India's International Opportunities, the senior officials of the World Federation of Insurance Intermediaries elaborated on the architecture of the World Federation of Insurance Intermediaries, besides discussing threats to the insurance industry in the emerging era of artificial intelligence.
WFII is about 80 national associations from around the world. We work in 5 chapters because we are a very small secretariat. We are very efficient, money-wise, I must say. We work with, in terms of chapters, so you have the Asia-Pacific Indian chapter, if I may say so. You have the European chapter, Latin American chapter, North American chapter, and African chapter. And we group all the national associations of insurance intermediaries, not only brokers, also agents, but agents that are having, let's say, this independence also. So they are self-employed, yeah, not the integrated agents, if I may say so. So WFII is in fact IBAI, your organization, but at international level. The IIS is of course also, well, it's not a regulator, but it's grouping regulators, and it is an international standard-setting body for supervisors. So they have what is called insurance core principles. They have 28 of them, and this sets, in fact, the world standard for supervisors how to deal with the sector. Now, of course, a lot of that is done with everything that is solvency and prudential, but ICP 18 and 19 is specifically dealing with us, and that is setting, in fact, the standard worldwide on how they should regulate and supervise insurance intermediaries and insurance distribution and the conduct of insurers.
What is it that we as intermediaries should be looking at and be prepared for?
In Australia, it was noticed that AI is now interrogating ghost broker license holders. So now artificial intelligence, within the sphere of it, ghost licensees have been set up of which AI is utilising to provide advice back to clients. They aren't real. They are set up by other purposes, but because, and this one in particular is ChatGPT, it's identifying literally thousands of responses to client or people requesting advice, and they've been accessing that through ghost license holders. And that's going to be the challenge for regulators.
It's not an insurance issue alone. The entire market, even our private clients, are now insecure about what AI will bring. So that is where we go together, I think, in a new phase of this world, probably something that will be seen in a couple of years as being the new, not industrial revolution, but probably the digital revolution.
The Silver Jubilee became a forum for some of the most critical conversations that are shaping insurance landscape today. A number of panel discussions throwing light on several themes such as managing new age and emerging risks, agriculture and rural insurance, health insurance, effective ADR for insurance claims, InsurTech and AI, and several more were held across the two-day event.
Much more concerned about the risks which we think we know about, in the emerging risk category, and the risk which we are not aware about.
When it comes to clients, I think it's a collective role that all of us have in terms of helping clients understand these exposures better, and then of course back it up with the right products and the right solutions for it.
With technology, we can now bridge that gap and bring these highly vulnerable class to resilience and make it available, make insurance available for them at a very localized, customized product level.
Unless and until we impose some trust in the insuring public that, see, you are going to get this much amount, whatever hospital you go to, and similarly, then after the procedural cost is fixed, then we can go towards a data-driven pricing.
We need not increase any premium. In case we require to increase any premium, we must offer the enhanced experience as well as enhanced products.
If the insurer were to appoint an arbitrator who is from the insurance, the other party would not be very happy with that, because they would think that he would tend to, not be very partial towards them.
Technology is one thing which we should be thinking of, to bringing any kind of technology where it looks in, it takes care of all the documents, and there we can have a very effective ADR onto this.
There's a lot of big opportunities lying there for all SME brokers to come and win the unpenetrated general insurance segment and also contribute meaningfully in insurance awareness and penetration.
I would highly encourage a lot of SME brokers also to invest heavily on this EB practice, because there's a lot of stuff that can be done and a lot of money can be made there. Yeah.
In the world that we operate today, I think cost becomes the biggest parameter. Being efficient, all the way we say, is squeezing the lemon as much as you can. I think AI is assisting us to be far more efficient in our business today.
Beauty of tech-led insurers is that we do not fail to experiment in building coverages which would fit the customer.
If you ask me what is the tighter constraint, I would say that it is the underwriting expertise.
With the growth that is happening in India, with the various risks that we see, the infra risks, all of this need RI solutions, specialized RI solutions.
A special CEO roundtable was also organized in which the general insurance industry leaders discussed the significant changes that have transformed India's general insurance industry in the last 2 decades.
Looking back over the past 25 years, what are the 3 most significant changes that have transformed India's general insurance industry, and what has this meant for the ordinary policyholders?
The most important thing, if you really see for an industry, as we all know, the key product of our industry is a claim. Yeah. And today, if I see really, almost 85 to 90% of the claims can be done on a cashless basis. This was not possible in the earlier formats.
The last 25 years has been a technological revolution. And this technology has helped us in ease of access for the policyholder, then efficiency, more efficiency, lesser turnaround times, lot of transparency, and also, because of the transparency, lot of accountability.
Product innovation has really undergone a change. And the amount of innovation in terms of products and the choice that the customer has got over the last 3-4 years, I don't think the industry has seen in the last 25 years.
The crop insurance, which was initially just a government scheme and which was been implemented initially by GIC and then later on by Agriculture Insurance Company. So that was also being opened up. So from 2005-06 onwards, the crop insurance was opened up for private sector also.
Apart from these, a session on the viability of reaching those who need the insurance protection the most was also organized.
I think there is a multi-distribution platform available for life insurance company to leverage on. But I think what is now needed is, going beyond urban markets and reaching out to tier 3 and tier 4 market. So I would say that very interesting time. And I think next 2 decades are going to be very interesting for life insurance, because we are very hopeful that it's going to grow by leaps and bounds.
At this point, I'll say it is satisfactory. I have reasons to be satisfied about the progress of the life insurance industry. And if you see the assets under management, out of the 80 lakh crores of the insurance industry in India today, 70 lakh crores belongs to the life insurance industry. That means somebody somewhere is doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And as Anuragji was rightly telling, that okay, everybody has got insurance, if you see. So, and I have reasons to believe that yes, it is always on the upswing, and it will progress that fashion.
No, I think it's very good, and it will. I think we should possibly find ways to make it better. If it means that, what the regulator mentioned is that it's about optimizing, increasing efficiency, reducing cost. The more we are able to do, both from the principal insurance company as well as the distributors, if we're able to kind of optimize cost, we can pass on the benefit to the customer, and then this will become better. As an industry, the whole product becomes far superior.
The IBAI Silver Jubilee event also saw the felicitation of past office bearers of the IBAI and the insurance industry experts and leaders who graced the 2-day conclave. The message from the IBAI Silver Jubilee event was clear. India's insurance ecosystem is entering a phase of unprecedented opportunity. and insurance intermediaries have an important role to play in helping take that opportunity to every corner of the country.